It's getting dark, so I figured I would finally do my video. I was up at Smokeless Smoking, which I don't know if you can barely see, but I was out at Smokeless today. This is how much I love this place. So I stopped in for it's always a minute. It was like 5 o'clock. And I stopped in to show a good friend of mine a new mod that I got, which is a Stingray. And the thing is just a badass thing. Hits like a fucking banshee. And the issue at Smokeless is you go in there and there's so many cool people and so much awesomeness that you get sucked in and you don't leave. You're in there for fucking ever. And same shit tonight, different story. Went in, sat down, ended up buying some pomegranate, 503 liquid, I think is the name of their stuff, yeah. Pomegranate with zero nic. And I started talking about Plunderfest and got absolutely sucked in for, it's 8 something now, so 3 and some hours, 15 minutes to 3 hours, and it goes by so quick that before you know it, it's dark outside, and your whole day that you had all this stuff plotted about what you're gonna do, and it's gone now. And it's okay though. I mean, awesome things happened today. I was really excited about. I got to go to the Mall of America and hang out with Johnny Lowe. Picked up a sushi tab, which fucking thank you, sir. I owe you greatly for that. It was absolutely epic. It was good to see you and meet your lovely female friend. That's it. I was supposed to write a grant today. I've given myself, I got 20 days, really. And I want to get it done far before that so I can just get it in there. But I got 20 days to write a grant for the festival season for 2015. And I gotta do it, you know. I gotta just sit down in front of the computer and just start writing. And I'm so good at talking out what kind of I want to see happen. But I guess the hardest part about doing all of it is that I don't like selling the show. I don't want to sell the show. I want it to sell itself, and maybe that's some of the hardest. That's the hardest thing to wrap my head around. Is the show kind of sells itself, but for me to sit down and put it on physical paper, you know, to just put it down there and say, I'm actually writing out a proposal, you know, why you should give me money to fucking help lift this project off the ground further than it is, and what it could do for everyone else in Minnesota. That's the thing. And again, I'm good at saying things kind of in a very backwards kind of a way. I'm not so good at used to be better at writing stuff. I'm just not good at it. Man, lots of stuff. I have all these ideas in my head artistically and things that could do really awesome things. No way to bring it to life. Well, I have ways to bring it to life, but it's a fight, because getting everyone else to believe in magic once again is difficult. gotta, I can't not believe. It was coming from someone wearing Google Glass on their head, you know? I've seen miracles happen firsthand. I refuse to believe that that's the extent of it. I also apologize if I'm shouting. Sometimes I feel like I want to talk loud enough for the camera to hear, and I realize it's recording voice from my face, and I don't really have to work too hard for it to do that. Man. Google called me the other day, asked me how Glass was, and we talked about Plunderfest. And I said that, you know, this is what I'm using Glass for, and this is what I'm using Glass for. And I realized that I have not put anything really out there in a while. I haven't stuck it on my face and uploaded anything to YouTube, to the Glass community, to anybody else. Hell, I don't even know if honestly they want you using it while you're driving. But realistically, stuff like this, where I can just blog, watch the road, and have it record stuff for my face, that's epic. I mean, I even question whether or not if Google implemented, if it recorded and you don't always see a constant recording, is it to trust it, like a GoPro? If that would help cut down battery, instead of projecting an image of what you're seeing that's not even really what it's recording. Because if they backed off the projection and committed all CPU power to the actual physical recording, I think you could get away with a lot more. And if it's not projecting in front of your face, it'll get you out of the concept that it's perhaps distracting while driving. Even though I honestly, I don't see it. I don't get how it's distracting unless you're staring at it. But once you're used to it, you don't stare at it. It is what it is. Yeah. So I'm back to blogging again, or vlogging. You probably won't see anything from me tomorrow because I have a good long work day, and I won't really be recording anything tomorrow. But yeah, it's probably the scariest year out of all the years I've ever done anything event-wise that I'm pushing forward in absolute fear and anxiety, and it's really bad for my health to have that much fear and anxiety. And part of it, I just don't want to fail my friends. I don't want to fail the state. I don't want to fail music. I don't want to fail art. I know what's possible, and it needs to be seen. So that's it. I mean, I've ranted for a good 8 minutes of some stuff. Hopefully, if you're watching these, which I don't think, I mean, there's maybe 1 or 2 people in the world, and someday, someone will go back and watch this crap and try and depict anything that really makes sense in some manner of speaking. And hopefully this will be a solid, that's cool if you can see the moon. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah. I just hope this serves as a proper blog and yeah, gives someone some hope to finish their dreams. Don't give up, ever.